कृपया लक्ष्य द्या. जयपुर वाया कोटा.
कृपया ध्यान आपो अहमदाबाद.
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत.
लखनऊ जंक्शन.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೆ
एक्सप्रेस পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন. कृपया ध्यान दियो.
Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapur, with me Harsha Bhogle and Michael Vaughan. Well, there's Bangalore fans who are very happy because King Kohli has got to 100. That's right. It was him who held his innings together, 113 not out of 72 balls. Got Bangalore to 183 for 3. There was not too much support, to be honest. The captain, Faf du Plessis, was there, 33 balls and 44 for him. But besides that, nothing. Glenn Maxwell, yet another failure for him today. So that's 5 innings without a big contribution from him. Meanwhile, for the Rajasthan bowlers, there was Chahal with 2 wickets. Nadre Berger got the 1. And Ravichandran Ashwin went wicketless. But his 4 overs for 28 were just a masterclass in clever bowling. That's what he's been. I've got Harsha Bhogle and Michael Vaughan here with me. Let's just talk about the Virat century quick, Michael, and get it out of the way for our Bengaluru fans.
Yeah, you just mentioned a masterclass. That was an anchor T20 masterclass.
Yeah.
You know, opening the batting, getting in, hitting some nice shots, striking at over 150. If you finish with a strike rate at over 150 and you get 100, it's a really good innings.
Yeah.
Whether it's enough, I think the pitch is good. It looks like a pure surface. The outfield's fast. Whether it's enough, we'll have to wait and see. But you pretty much guarantee Virat Kohli opening the bat and he's going to be consistently scoring your runs.
Yeah. Harsha, we need to speak about, because we spoke about 200 being on the cards when we were at the halfway mark, right? Nothing happened. There was no support for Virat on the end. After Faf got out, no one's got runs. Virat's done the bulk of the scoring. Will RCB look at this and say, well, we're perhaps a little short on this surface?
It might be enough to win, we don't know,
Yeah.
but it's definitely short of where they could have been.
Yeah.
But if you look at Virat, he talked about a masterclass anchoring.
Yeah.
We'll come to that in a minute. 5 overs, 54. When you've got wickets in hand, you want a little bit more than that. But look at the last 10. You've got 95
Yeah.
when you had all your wickets in hand. 95 in 10, all wickets in hand on a decent surface. You've gone slightly under.
Yep.
Just to repeat, slightly under what could have been. We don't yet know if it's good enough to win a game.
Yeah.
But the anchor innings, if you're anchoring an innings all the way through and you're scoring at 156, that means you're playing a 188 game. Then you expect the 15 of 8s, 16 of 7s,
Yeah.
those kind of innings towards the end to take you to 200.
Yep.
And if you go to 200, most days you win a game.
Yeah.
So if someone's batting through and scoring at 156, that's all right. But I'm looking at all the other strike rates.
Yeah.
Faf 133, Maxwell only scored 1, Saurav Chauhan made 9, Green 5 of 6, those 2 balls that he missed. So there were none of those short bursts
Yeah.
that make a difference.
Can I
Would have
tell you,
taken them to 200.
Which is why Virat's 156 is seeming even better, because he's got no support from the other end.
Yeah, I mean, I look at Cameron Green and again, I just look at the RCB tactics and think, well, Dennis Karthik's in the team to be the finisher.
Yeah.
Now, Cameron Green's come in
Yeah.
to the innings when the finisher should be coming in, which is Dinesh Karthik. So I don't quite understand why Karthik didn't go out there, because look, 5 off 6, not a great return in any T20 innings, but down the back end when your team's just desperate for 1 or 2 sixes, Dinesh Karthik is their player for that kind of innings. So I'm surprised that he wasn't thrown up. Just to face those, I'll guarantee if he faces 6 balls, he'll get more than 5.
Yeah, he would. And he's been training for that. He's done that in the previous games. So not only is he the best person suited for it, Harsha, he's also been in form in the previous few games, and he's shown you that he can do that. So
And that is his role.
Yeah.
So there's 16 balls left when he comes into bat. You've got wickets in hand. You're trying to say, I must get a minimum of 30, 35 runs in
Yeah.
those 16 balls. Now the wicket fell at 155. They got 28.
Yeah.
But I still think with a DK, they might have got 6, 7, 8 more.
Yeah.
He always talks about making an impact. It's amazing. You talk to DK, he says, if you got 2 balls, did you make an impact? If you got 20, did you make an impact? I've got 6 balls. Did I make an impact? I did if I made 12 or 13 of those 6 balls.
Yeah. We also
surprised
must
me.
talk about just, and this, the reason why we're bringing this up is because before the game, we spoke about the tactics of RCB and the batting position. So we had a discussion, so carrying on, there was that bit that did fox all of us, I'm sure, a lot of you watching at home as well. And we just have to touch upon Glenn Maxwell's just poor run of form. Because, Michael, the thing that we noticed, and it'll happen, there'll be days you don't get runs, but just that position he got into on the delivery he got out.
Yeah, I mean, I go back to the last game when he was, got out by Mike Yadav with a short ball, played the pull shot on too quick. I think he's expecting the short ball, so he gets himself in that baseball position, expecting the ball to be around, I guess, chest height, maybe higher, and he was going to baseball bat it over mid-wicket, so he's premeditating. Maxwell, when he's at his best, he doesn't premeditate. He just watches the ball and he reacts, and he's got the hands and the skill to pretty much hit any ball. Yes, he picks areas of the ground, and wherever that ball's pitched, he has the skill to get the ball into that area. That was a real big premeditation from Glenn Maxwell, and good bowling from Berger. He got it a bit full. I think those length balls are just skidding.
Yep.
You could actually see when Maxwell walked off, he said to the dugout, it's keeping low. Whether it's keeping as low as Glenn says, I'm not too sure, but certainly those length balls, historically in Rajasthan, they do skid on a little bit. And if you're hitting down the ground, you generally get away with it. If you start playing across the line in Rajasthan, you can get into a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, we're talking, of course, and come back. I know, the fans, they're waiting. They're waiting for us to talk about Virat. And, of course, with his 100, he's got the most number of hundreds now in the IPL. And with this 100 today, there you go, he's up at 8. And, yeah, that'll take some catching. I'll tell you, that'll take some catching. Just today as well, when you see that he scored 113 out of 183, so he's done that. And he will look on the other side and say, there's just so many batters. But, of course, he got the support from his captain, Faf, up front. What did you make of Faf's innings today? It seemed there was a bit of a grind, but there was a couple of shots that they reminded you of 2023 Faf.
A couple of shots did, some others didn't, because sometimes you got the feeling he was hitting it too hard, the ball's going off the bottom edge, it's going off the inner half. He came good with a couple of sixes, and Michael keeps talking about sixes. We all talk about sixes. He had 2 or 3 sixes, and all of a sudden the partnership looked a lot better. So let's count the sixes, Michael, since you like sixes. 4 and 2 6 and 1, 7 sixes, that's it. 7 sixes on this ground.
I mean, it's quite a big ground, isn't it? But I still think you need a few more than that.
Virat Kohli spoken after the game, and he has said the wicket looks different from up here when you're not playing. It seems flat, but when you see it holding up in the pitch, you see pace is slowing down. I feel this is an effective total, so that's his summation of the pitch. If we get the change of pace, and we spoke about change of pace a lot and how Rajasthan used it, if we get the lengths right, we should be good. I'm not coming in with any premeditation. I was 12 of 10. I don't want to be over-aggressive, want to keep the bowler guessing. They want me to go hard and get me out. It's just experience and maturity. I play the conditions and have the game ready. Doesn't seem there's due. Hope it's the same. Balls didn't come onto the bat. Felt you couldn't get under the bat.
That means they're going to play Vishak. That means they're going to play that Vijay Kumar Vishak, who was their best bowler last time when they were trying to take pace off.
Yeah.
He conceded, 4 overs, 23, 24 or something like that. So they'll probably play him in that role.
Yeah, and just talking about the Rajasthan bowlers and whether they utilize these conditions well or not, when you look at that, you see obviously Trent Bolt, they didn't bowl that 1 over of his because Riyan Parag had bowled that 1 over. But you see obviously good returns for Ashwin in terms of not giving too much away. But Nandre Berger, and we must talk about, Michael, just on Nandre Berger for a second, that 19th over that he's bowled and given away only 4 runs.
Yeah, I think he's a great signing. Left arm, he bowls with a decent amount of pace, got good variations. He can bowl over the wicket, around the wicket. I like his purple hair as well. I think it's purple or a bit pink. A good signing. Rajasthan seems to have got everything right, and they're the kind of team that can chase this down. I mean, they've got so much batting, they've got so much depth, and they've got so much quality. And you look at the RCB bowling attack, it isn't that strong. So I just look at the 2 spinners, the 2 high-class spinners. They went for 62 in their 8. That's under 8 and over. That's high class bowling. They've got a couple of wickets in Chahal, but I look at the RCB team. They haven't got that quality spin.
They've got 2 finger spinners. That's it. They've got Mayank Dagar and they've got Glenn Maxwell.
Yeah. So that's something that will trouble them. But the fact is that their bowlers, Siraj especially, if they get Vishak, as Virat has said, they need that change of pace because that was the way.
Reece Topley could have someone like Topley to Josh Butler. If you can get the ball to shape him back. I've seen Josh just open a bit of a gate between bat and pad. And if you can get the ball coming back into him, it's always a bit of a threat. So Topley versus Butler could be a good matchup.
Let's see the Bangalore squad, and you'll see the bowling options that they have. They have Mohammad Siraj. They have
Yash Dayal. He's been bowling well.
Reece Topley, of course, is in that team. Then you have the spinners. There's Mayank Dagar. There's Glenn Maxwell, who may get
enough
a
options.
bowl today. And then Cameron Green.
Yeah, there's enough bowling options.
And they may get Vijay Kumar Vishak in as well. So that means that you have 7 bowling options. And when you look at the Rajasthan batters, obviously it's full. And you see Yashasvi Jaiswal and Jos Buttler. This team has won 3 out of 3 without major contributions from them. The captain Sanju Samson, there's Riyan Parag, Shimron Hetmyer, Dhruv Jorel, Shubham Dubey's come in as an impact sub. And let's not forget Ravichandran Ashwin, who's come in as a bit of an enforcer at 5.
Again, I'm always intrigued to see where they use Ashwin, whether it's in at that number 5, whether that's going to become a regular slot, whether it's just a bit of a calming influence. You know, they send him out when they just need a bit of calming, just to knock it around. We'll have to wait and see. But that batting lineup is strong. It's so deep.
Yeah. They need to get a couple of wickets in the power play, and they haven't been getting wickets in the power play.
Bangalore have to get wickets in the power play. I mean, you allow Buttler to play himself back in, and Yashasvi gets off to a start. That total is starting to look not enough very quickly. Yeah. So they need to get that. They need to be sort of 40, 45 for 2 in the power play.
Yeah, and they would obviously rely on Siraj to do that, but Siraj's stock in the power play, his efficacy in the power play is not the same this season as it has been, Michael, in 2023.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the same for most of the bowlers, but that economy that you're looking at, 12 this year, 5.93 in 2023, which is remarkable. I don't think many bowlers can keep to that level consistently in T20 cricket, but somewhere in between, you'd expect 12's far too high, 5.93 is just ridiculous.
And of course, more than the applause for Virat Kohli in the studio, we're going to have applause for Mr. Harsha Bhogle.
Oh, yeah.
You got the guessing game right. Well done.
The guessing game?
Yes.
It was serious analytical stuff, looking at things and getting it absolutely right down to the last ball.
That's right, and that's why we call it the guessing game. And congratulations, how does it feel to be in double digits? You were at 8.33. You're going to be in double digits today.
Yeah, because this is a test match we're playing. You know, it's over 74 games.
All right.
So sometimes you let the others run a little bit, and then you enjoy the chasing kind of game.
Yeah. So that's what you're doing. You're doing a Virat Kohli on the total, basically, right?
So just
you're going to chase everybody down.
You came out the traps far too quickly.
Yeah.
And everyone went to chase you.
Yeah.
You know, you're like that 5,000. It's a 5,000 meter race. You're like the guy who runs the first 3 laps so quickly.
Yeah.
And then in the end, everyone's going past him.
You're the pacemaker.
Yeah.
That's you know the dogs, when back home in the UK we have dog racing.
Yeah.
And the little hare goes off. And they chase the hare. You're the hare.
I'm the hare. Is that because you two can't call yourselves the hare? Oh, yeah.
The hare.
Boom.
The hare.
What do you think? I'll let them keep coming at me. What do you think is going to happen here?
The hare.
But I'll tell you what it is. Yeah.
Which hare?
I don't know. If you spell the joke out, then it ain't a joke no more. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do is, I've run these 4-5 laps now, and now I'm going to just sit in a golf cart and finish the rest.
Hare
That's
is
what I'm going to do.
the way in the north of India they say here.
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 Okay. I have to go and fix my hair. But we're going to do another guessing game because that's what's important here. The tournament will keep, it doesn't need us to operate, right? So we're going to do our serious analytical guessing game by guessing how much is going to be scored in the power play by Rajasthan. It's tricky because Jaiswal and Buttler haven't got runs, but they still have a total they have to get at over 9. What's going to happen?
Maybe we'll start with the hare.
The hare? Can I start? Okay, I'm going to start. 56.
65.
65. Good call.
58.
58. So, I've realized Harsha doesn't want to win this game. He just wants to ruin mine.
No, 58 seems just right.
It doesn't. See, 60, so at least everybody gets wiggle room. Some wiggle room.
Is this about getting wiggle room or is it about getting it right?
It's about getting wiggle room. For me. The problem is when I don't get wiggle room, the chances for me to get it right become lesser and lesser, I tell you. He's just trying to sabotage my game. All right, 56, 58 and 65. Of course, the beneficiary in this is Michael Vaughan because he gets more of a spread on either side.
He was winning it till the last ball.
Michael, I'll tell you what is happening.
He was winning it till the last ball.
Can I tell you what's happening? Is who benefits when 2 Indians fight? The Britisher.
The Britisher.
History repeating itself. See, and then you say I don't have clever jokes, huh? Okay, well, 184 is what Rajasthan need to get to go 4 out of 4. And Bangalore really need to fight tooth and nail on this, Michael, because we spoke about it last night. You can't be 1 win from 5 and hope to come back into playoffs. It'll really dash their chances very early in the tournament.
Yeah, I think it's quite clear they have to win. You know, they are 1 in 5. It's early, and obviously any team can go on a run, but they're going to leave it very, very late to get into those eliminations. So I think they have to win tonight.
I think they've got a decent chance actually. If they can really use the conditions well, there's no dew, and they get a couple of wickets early, I think there's a decent chance. With 185, you get a couple of wickets early, you're always in with a chance.
Yeah, well, impact sub is Himanshu Sharma. Himanshu Sharma's coming in, not Vijay Kumar Vishak. So
okay,
Saurav is out, and Hemant is coming. And I just want to tell you before we go that Reece Topley's got Jaiswal. Is that it? Is he? Well, he has. What do you know? Could just be Bangalore's day.
Can I change my 65? I was banking on Yassi Swedish though.
Well, but now Sanju Samson's coming. He's coming early and he can hit the ball. So you still
I'm sticking.
Yeah, you're sticking?
Yeah, stick.
Good. I like it. I like it. Man of conviction. All right, that's all we have time for. We're going to see you at the end of the 10th over with Cricbuzz Combox, so do join us then. Big thank you to Harsha Bhogle and Michael Vaughan. I'm Gaurav Kapur. You were watching Cricbuzz Live.
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपो अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು
Hyderabad Express পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন। कृपया ध्यान दियो